Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. Today is April the 19th, and which begins Taurus season. I will be uploading this video after the fact, probably 3 to 4 days after Taurus season has arrived, and I am doing that to keep it in alignment with my process that I am going through. But keep in mind, Taurus season continues on until May the 19th, so there's no major loss. When we are thinking in terms of Taurus season, I'm going to begin with this expression and then continue on with my update. Taurus season is, or even Taurus in general, resonates a lot with the tarot card Hierophant. Now I'm trying to, being a Taurus myself, I know how I have been in my past. Very grounded, very stuck, it's so hard to explain because a Taurus individual is very stubborn, very laid back, yet they can conform to the lifestyle that they have taken up. And that is kind of what the Hierophant tarot card is about, except there's always a higher meaning to things. A Taurus can get very lazy, very stubborn, will not be moved when they are not truly seeking wisdom. Taurus is all about higher wisdom, like other zodiacal signs can be about wisdom. Taurus is no exception here. But a Taurian who does not seek inner wisdom of that type of knowingness gets lazy. I know that full well with my life. We get stuck in a rut, can't get back out of it. We get stuck in ideas, can't get back out of it. And in order to kind of belong, we attempt to conform within this reality. That's when we can get into trouble. And the Hierophant card is just like this. Yet, the Hierophant is an expression of, here are the keys to unlock yourself. When you think from a higher perspective, seeking that true inner wisdom and that connection, divine connection, you end up, lost my train of thought here instantly. Freeing yourself from all ideas within this reality. The Hierophant card, and just like Taurus season, is all about taking a greater idea and making it so. Being able to manifest. And this is what I have actually been talking about. I believe I mentioned this in one of my earlier videos. Between a new moon and a full moon cycle, where I have been stuck in this little rut, this transition of mine. The full moon is about reaping. And that is what Taurus season is about. But if you can't get that idea pulled down from the spirit realm, the higher idea, and manifest it within this reality, it's impossible. Taurus in the Hierophant card has a connection of learning to detach so that everything that you are seeking, or in everything that you have gained knowledge and wisdom about, can take hold. So that's just a little bit on the Taurus season here. And now I want to go ahead and give you an update about my progress. Yesterday I made my third light language video, which went a whole lot smoother compared to the very first one that I made, which I am uploading and posting on April the 19th. Today's date, which means this video will take place 3 to 4 days afterwards. I might upload 2 videos together on the very last day of my other video, just so that you guys have a little bit of update. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided. I'm just kind of going with it. And after yesterday's video, it went so well for myself. It got easier third way around. And I've been doing this within my own household anyway. And I went outside right after I made that video, or shortly after, and I just felt alive. I felt so alive. I felt so free. I felt awakened to a different state. Last night was the first night that I've received to the point of it not being empty, because I've kind of expressed to you that I haven't really received much since April the 9th. There's been this kind of silent period, my little test, my little transition that I had to go through, and perhaps you are experiencing something a little similar. Of course, it can be pertaining to something completely different. But last night was the first time a lot came through, which signifies that I have cleared out something. And I am receiving, of course, pertaining to what I am doing here. When we are really working with, and I mentioned this in my last video towards the video that I am actually speaking about, my third video that went well. We'll get to that level of complete surrender to Spirit, where your actions are always going to be in alignment with Spirit and your higher self. You are not going to have a choice when you have completely surrendered, because that's the purpose of surrendering. To always do what's right and to always go with your higher self, your soul connection, your purpose, and therefore the divine plan. It may seem a little harder. The idea can seem a little harder. And as I was in my early process of reading all about, our levels of activation and finally getting to a higher area of surrendering, I read that and I was like, well, I have surrendered. I'm willing to go all the way. I've decided to do this, this, and this. You never know the type of surrendering that's required of you, or what it's going to entail, until you are there at that point. I didn't expect this to be so difficult. Although I'm expressing that it was very difficult, I did it within 3 days' time. From the moment that I made a decision that I was going to make a video, where I was still left in insecurity and doubt, to the third day where it was flowing more within me. It was because I began to believe more in my true divinity, of course. Our actions are always what amplifies what it is that we are seeking to attain. The idea is great. The emotion is great and amplifies the idea. But your words are great and will amplify the emotion and the idea. The action is truly powerful. It definitely says what you believe, even if you are not talking about what you believe in. So I woke up this morning with a headache. A bit of a headache, tenderness here. Not to the point of wiping me out or anything. Definite changes are occurring within me. I am within my Taurus season. Therefore, I am at the level of receiving my cell salt associated with Taurus and finishing up, well, in May, I will be finishing up my cycle in pertaining to the cell salts, where we'll always upgrade. We can always receive more, become more, evolve more. I know that by me stepping into this new role of mine, of this type of expression, this is why it's been so important for me to try to get my wording correctly. Because I'm trying to speak correctly, so that when the voice comes through, I'm doing it justice. It was embedding within myself already a long time ago that I wanted to speak the voice, channel the voice through, however it was going to be received. So also last night I was receiving tons of light codes within my vision, and I really wanted to get up and draw them. I had took patience with myself and took rest, speaking to my higher self that I have a plan. I do have a plan in order, and so that's my update, and I hope you guys appreciate my journey. And I tell you about, again, my journey or my struggles and how I conquer my fears. Not to showboat and not to say, hey, I got this, I'm doing this, It's not about that. It's about me sharing what I defeat, my inner demons. That I was afraid, I was crying in my very first video. Very doubtful. Now, if this took place early on in my process, I don't know how long of a time frame it would have taken me to get from the idea of wanting to even make a video and getting it on video to the point of getting it on video without crying and making a video and doing it smoothly and being more confident in that video. I don't know. This took me 3 days. In the beginning, it probably would have taken me a year, 2 years. I don't really know, because I was really afraid. My fears took over my reality in the beginning of my awareness here. I have done tons of work, and I was not about to allow fear or the ego to take me down. Not now. Not in my future. Not ever. So I tell you my life experiences so that in hopes that it will help you overcome yours. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.